Hello, I'm United States Senator Scott Brown. Tax Day was this past week. It's a huge burden on you every year. The filing, the time spent trying to figure out all the forms, and of course, the money you pay to the federal government. This year, Americans, you, had to work from January 1st until April 17th just to earn enough to pay your total annual tax bill. It wasn't until April 18th that you actually started working for yourself. That means you work for the government about 1/3 of each year. Adding insult to injury is the reckless way the government manages your money. Before I go on, it's important to note that most of us are willing to pay to support vital services like national defense, roads, fire and police protection, education, and a safety net for the elderly and the poor. No problem there. But what we can't tolerate is that billions of our hard-earned tax dollars are wasted on unnecessary programs, duplication, red tape, fraud, and mismanagement. The federal government makes more than $100 billion of your tax dollars in overpayments and improper payments every year. Furthermore, too many people aren't paying what they owe. While you've worked hard over the past year and paid your taxes, a recent IRS report showed that about 98,000 federal government employees owe over $1 billion in back taxes. Can you believe it? $1 billion. Federal employees are paid with your tax dollars, and it's an outrage that thousands of them aren't sending in the amount they owe. So I filed a bill that gives the delinquent bureaucrats a choice. Pay the back taxes or have their wages garnished. Pretty simple. Either way, taxpayers get the respect they deserve from their public servants. Finally, with our national debt now topping $15 trillion, it poses a serious risk to our economy. We should all know how and why the government spends trillions more than it has in the Treasury every year. Think about it like this. If you have to file taxes and disclose your finances to the government, why doesn't the government have to disclose its finances to you? To help everyone get a better idea of where our money is going, I introduced a bill that requires the IRS to provide every taxpayer and every American with an official receipt. The federal receipt would have a breakdown of federal programs and how much of your money each one receives. The receipt would also show how much spending and new debt we're taking on. You can find an example of the receipt at scottbrown.senate.gov. If you visit, you'll be able to plug in some of your tax numbers and get an idea of where your money goes. This online sample helps you see the basics. However, if my bill passes, you'll get a full and comprehensive receipt sent to you every year, either by mail or electronically. Listen, I'll keep you updated on the progress of my legislation, and I'll continue holding Washington accountable for what it does with your tax money. So thank you very much.